In a world where perfection seems impossible, 7 stars rose from South Korea and rewrote the definition of beauty, charm, and charisma. Yes, we're talking about BTS, the unstoppable global sensation that not only dominates the charts, but also rules the hearts of millions. But let's be real. Among these 7 celestial beings, fans have always debated one sacred question: who is the hottest and most handsome member of BTS? This isn't just about visuals. Oh no, this is about presence, aura, that electric shock you feel when they walk into a room, that breath-stealing moment when the camera zooms in during a live stage. It's about the spark in their eyes, the mystery in their smile, the way their voice sends chills down your spine, and yes, it's about the way they make millions scream, cry, and click replay again and again. In this thrilling countdown, we're not here to rank who's better, because let's face it, every single member of BTS is outrageously attractive. Instead, we're diving deep into what makes each one a certified visual slayer. From the smirks that launched 1,000 fan edits, to the iconic airport looks that broke the internet, to the behind-the-scenes moments that made fans sob with love, we're about to take you on a wild ride through beauty, mystery, raw emotion, and legendary looks. This list? It's not just numbers, it's years of history, viral moments, heartbreaking stares, fan theories, and emotional confessions. It's based on fan polls, expert takes, global rankings, and those magical "you had to be there" moments that define true beauty. You think you've seen all the visuals? Think again. Because what you're about to experience is not just a list, it's a visual journey into the undeniable, heart-racing, jaw-dropping handsomeness of BTS. Grab your light stick, hold your heart, and get ready, because number 7 will make your heart skip, and number 1? Well, let's just say, you might never recover. Ready? Let's begin the ultimate BTS visual countdown. Let's find out who is truly the hottest and most handsome BTS member. Number 7, the quiet flame, Suga. He doesn't need to shout. He doesn't need to dance wildly or flash a killer smile every second, because Min Yoongi, known to millions as Suga, has mastered the art of silent intensity. The kind of hotness that sneaks up on you, lingers in your mind, and refuses to leave. At first glance, you might see a calm figure, a producer, a genius behind the studio glass. But take a second look and boom, you'll find yourself completely hypnotized by that icy stare and quiet charisma that could rival any Hollywood actor. Suga's handsomeness doesn't scream, it whispers deeply, mysteriously, and powerfully. From the sharp angles of his jawline, to the softness of his eyes that tell stories of dreams, pain, and resilience, Yoongi's visual aura is a blend of duality. He can look like a lost poet in one frame, then a deadly mafia boss in the next. It's no wonder that fans have dubbed his aesthetic as ethereal dangerous. The man literally looks like he could break your heart while reading lyrics off his phone. Let's talk about stage presence. When Suga steps out under the lights, especially during songs like Daechwita or August D, there's this explosion of power and dominance. His sleek black outfits, intense expressions, and that signature mic grip, they don't just command attention, they demand reverence. His visuals in that kingly hanbok, legendary. His expressions when rapping about his demons, spine-chilling. His smirks during fan signs, deadly. And don't even get us started on his long hair era that was straight-up visual terrorism. What's most breathtaking, though, is how his looks evolve with emotion. Suga's face carries the weight of every lyric he's ever written. You can see it in the softness when he speaks about his past, his glow when surrounded by his members, and the fierce defiance in his eyes when he's standing tall against his own battles. And let's be real, the contrast of his milky skin against dark outfits has become a visual aesthetic all on its own. He is the kind of beautiful that feels like late-night lo-fi beats and candlelight, warm, real, and deeply addictive. Yoongi isn't trying to be hot. That's the secret. He just is. And maybe that's why it hits so much harder. He's not the guy who walks in and lights up the room with noise. He's the guy you spot in the corner, radiating calm intensity, and suddenly, you can't look away. From fans who swoon over his gummy smile to stylists who can't get enough of his unique profile, Suga remains an underrated visual weapon in BTS. And honestly, he's the proof that quiet fire burns the hottest. Number 6, the soft prince, Jimin. At first, you see the angelic smile, the soft cheeks, the sparkly eyes that could melt a glacier, and you think, he's the cute one. But then, the stage lights hit, the music drops, and Jimin transforms. In a matter of seconds, the sweet angel becomes an untouchable god of performance, oozing sensuality, mystery, and power. That duality? It's exactly what makes Park Jimin one of the most dangerously handsome men on the planet. Let's just talk visuals for a moment. Jimin's face? Sculpted by contradiction. His lips are plump, inviting, and often curled in a gentle smile that feels like sunshine. But then those eyes, especially when half-lidded under smoky eyeliner, become a portal to something much deeper. There's softness, yes, but there's also this undeniable edge, and his jawline, sharper than the knives in your kitchen. His side profile alone has trended worldwide. That's how perfect it is. And don't even get us started on body language. Jimin doesn't just move, he flows. On stage, his dance isn't just technique, it's raw seduction. There's a reason fan cams of Jimin dancing in tight black shirts hit millions of views in hours. He understands his body. He knows how to draw the eye. Every tilt of his head, every flick of his fingers, every roll of his hips is pure visual poetry. You can't look away even if you try. But what truly takes Jimin's handsomeness to another dimension is how expressive he is. His face emotes in real time. Whether he's on stage or in a casual live broadcast, he feels with his whole being, and you see it. That vulnerability, that openness, that way he lets you in with just a glance or a smile, that's rare, that's real, and that's beautiful. When he laughs, the world laughs. When he cries, army cries. His visual appeal is deeply tied to how emotionally connected he is to the moment. And then there's the fashion. Jimin doesn't follow trends, he makes them. He can slay a red carpet in a custom Dior suit, then casually rock oversized streetwear and look like a model off-duty. The tattoos peeking out of his sleeves? The silver jewelry? The changing hair colors that somehow always suit him. It's like every era is a new version of Jimin that the world instantly falls in love with. Oh, and remember Paris Fashion Week? Jimin didn't just attend, he dominated. The cameras couldn't get enough of him. Editors called him the highlight of the event. Twitter went into meltdown mode. He wasn't just a K-pop star that day. He was a global fashion force, and every second he appeared on the screen, people from New York to Milan whispered the same thing. Who is that guy? But beyond all the lights and luxury, Jimin's handsomeness also radiates from his soul. The way he loves the members, the way he thanks the fans, the way he lifts people up with his presence. There's a kindness in his aura that enhances every inch of his stunning face. And that's the secret sauce. He's beautiful in every sense of the word. So, call him what you want. Mochi, Angel, Baby Jimin. But know this, behind that sweetness lies a man who can command a stage, seduce a crowd, and break the internet with just one look. Number 5. The ethereal alien, V. If there were ever a face that looked like it was sculpted by gods from another galaxy, it would be Kim Taehyung, better known to the world as V. His visuals have been called otherworldly, timeless, even unreal. And honestly, none of those words quite capture the full shock of laying eyes on him, because when V enters a room or appears on screen, everything else fades into the background. It's not just beauty, it's presence. V doesn't look like he belongs to this earth, and that's exactly what makes him so devastatingly handsome. Let's get technical for a second. His facial features are what artists dream of: a perfectly symmetrical face, a regal nose bridge, full lips that seem to naturally pout, and eyes that flicker between innocent curiosity and smoldering mystery. But more than that, there's an inexplicable aura that surrounds him. He could be standing still, doing absolutely nothing, and still look like a cinematic masterpiece. In fact, that's exactly why fancams of V just breathing during award shows go viral with millions of views. No joke, just him existing is content. And then there's the style. V is a fashion icon, not in the way people try to be one, but in the way where he literally reinvents what cool looks like. Berets? He made them global again. Vintage Gucci suits? He wears them like he was born into Italian aristocracy. Oversized sweaters, silky shirts, patterned scarves. Every time he walks out of a hotel or airport, it's a moment. And you just know brands are watching his every move. When Taehyung wears something, it sells out globally. That's the power of a true visual king. On stage, V is a contradiction that drives fans insane. He sings with soul-deep, rich, velvety tones that echo long after the music ends. But visually, it's like watching a mythical creature descend from the clouds. His expressions are subtle but captivating. One smirk, one eyebrow raise, one slow head tilt, and boom, hearts worldwide are shattered. During Singularity, when he dances with a coat rack, the entire world collectively forgot how to breathe. That performance alone could be taught in universities as a lesson in visual storytelling and hypnotic charisma. But V's beauty isn't just about perfection, it's about uniqueness. There's nothing generic about him. He doesn't look like anyone else. His features are bold, unusual, artistic. He's the kind of handsome that gets painted on canvases. That inspires fashion houses. That gets people debating how a face like his can exist. Western media has named him the most handsome man in the world, more times than we can count, and even AI-generated perfect faces have used V's proportions as reference. Like, come on, that's not normal, that's legend level. And yet, despite all this visual supremacy, Taehyung remains endearingly grounded. His boxy smile, his love for dogs, his obsession with old jazz, music, and art museums, they all add this richness to his persona. He's not just a pretty face, he's a walking vibe, a vintage soul wrapped in a high-fashion frame. Someone who can go from roaring with laughter one moment to giving you goosebumps with a single stare the next. That's why V isn't just handsome, he's dangerous. Because once you fall for his charm, it's game over. You'll find yourself watching old Bon Voyage clips just to see him smile. You'll rewatch performances just to catch a glimpse of his silhouette under the stage lights. He is, in every sense of the word, unforgettable. A once-in-a-generation face, and possibly a once-in-a-universe one. Number 4. The Golden Glow, J-Hope. When you think of the word sunshine, one name immediately comes to mind, Jung Ho-seok, our beloved J-Hope. But don't be fooled by the nickname. Behind that infectious smile, behind the radiant laugh that lights up rooms and fan meetings across the globe, lies a man whose handsomeness often catches you off guard and then refuses to let you go. He's not just bright, he's blinding. And the more you look, the more you realize J-Hope is the definition of the golden glow. Let's start with the obvious. His visuals have evolved tremendously over the years, and fans who followed BTS from their early days still can't get over the transformation. From his fresh-faced youthful charm in 2013 to the sleek, sculpted fashion icon, it's been a glow-up of legendary proportions. His jawline has become razor-sharp, his cheekbones more defined, and his features more mature, yet that childlike spark in his eyes remains. That duality? It's absolutely irresistible. What truly sets J-Hope apart visually is his expression, the way his face comes alive when he performs, the micro-expressions, the way his eyebrows move with every beat, the uncontainable energy in his eyes. Whether he's grinning ear to ear in Dynamite or giving the crowd a fiery glare during outro Ego, his face becomes the canvas on which every emotion dances, and it's magnetic. You don't just look at Hobie, you feel him. Now let's talk stage presence. J-Hope isn't just a dancer, he is the stage. Every time he performs, there's an electricity that runs through the air, a buzz that says, "Pay attention." Something unforgettable is happening. The fluidity of his movements, the way his body bends, hits, and glides, it's not just technical mastery. It's visual seduction, and when the camera gets close, that's when the real attack begins. The sweat glistening on his skin, the flick of his tongue, the confident eye contact. That's when even casual viewers say, "Wait, when did he get this hot?" Hobie's fashion game is also next level. He can do street, he can do high fashion, he can do preppy, grunge, sporty, sleek, you name it. And somehow, he always makes it look like it was made for him. Remember his appearances at Louis Vuitton shows? Or the iconic solo-style moments during his Jack-in-the-Box era? The leather jackets, the bold accessories, the daring hairstyles. Hobie doesn't follow the rules. He bends them, reshapes them, and then confidently struts down the metaphorical runway he built himself. But here's what makes J-Hope's handsomeness hit deeper than just visuals. He glows from within. It's in the way he treats people, the way he talks with sincerity, the way he laughs with his whole heart. That kind of inner light enhances every feature on his face. It's why he looks more radiant the more you know him. It's why even in the simplest outfits, with no makeup, no filter, he still looks like a star. There's something undeniably addictive about his presence. He can be goofy and chaotic one moment, then shoot you a smoldering glance that feels like a scene from a K-drama the next. That unpredictability, the never know what version of Hobie you'll get today, is part of what makes him so compelling. He's not just one version of handsome, he's all versions. J-Hope is the warmth after a storm, the sparkle in golden hour, the burst of laughter when you need it most. He's living proof that sunshine can be devastatingly sexy. And when he's in his element dancing, smiling, rapping, being himself, there's no force in the world that shines brighter. Number 3. The Noble Leader, RM. You want charisma, power, the kind of quiet masculinity that commands attention without even trying? Then step aside, because here comes Kim Namjoon, better known as RM, the leader of BTS, and one of the most striking, undeniably handsome men in the entire K-pop universe. His beauty isn't just physical though, let's be honest. That face could launch 1,000 philosophical debates. It's intellectual, emotional, and commanding all at once. Let's begin with the obvious. That face. RM has what you'd call classic male beauty: broad features, a statuesque jawline, expressive monolid eyes that seem to hold entire galaxies, and lips that shift from poetic softness to raw intensity depending on the mood. His nose? Perfectly defined. His brows? Bold and expressive. And when his hair is styled back, revealing that sharp, intelligent forehead, the internet practically implodes. There's something distinctly noble about his features, like he walked straight out of a Renaissance oil painting and into the spotlight of modern music. But Namjoon's appeal goes way beyond facial symmetry. His presence is monumental. When he walks into a room, you feel it. When he speaks, people listen. Whether he's on the UN stage delivering a heartfelt message of self-love, or quietly flipping through books at a Tokyo bookstore, there's an aura around him that says, "I know who I am. And I'm not afraid to be seen." That kind of confidence? That kind of raw, grounded presence? Unmatched. Now let's talk about physique, because RM's body deserves its own fanbase. Broad shoulders, tall frame, strong arms that peek out during sleeveless rehearsals. He's built like a protector, like someone you could trust to shield you from the chaos of the world. His body transformation over the years has been stunning. What started as a lanky, soft-spoken rapper has evolved into a fully matured icon of strength and elegance. The man glows, especially when he's in motion, leading choreo with precision, or just casually stretching backstage with that deep, calming breath. And then there's the fashion. Namjoon is effortlessly stylish in the most non-flashy way possible. Earth tones, loose silhouettes, linen shirts, minimalist accessories. His style whispers luxury without ever shouting. It's thoughtful, it's curated. It's him. Whether he's rocking a custom Bottega suit or just chilling in joggers and a plain tee, he somehow always looks like a magazine cover came to life. Even his airport fits spark conversations. Why? Because RM doesn't just wear clothes, he gives them meaning. But the real twist? His brain. RM's intelligence, emotional depth, and artistic soul make him devastatingly attractive. He reads philosophy for fun. He visits museums in every city BTS tours. He writes lyrics that make grown adults cry. And when he speaks in Korean or English, you're drawn in. He doesn't just say words, he delivers truth. That level of vulnerability, that emotional fluency, that self-awareness, it hits differently. It adds layers to his beauty. It makes you want to know him, understand him, feel him. And don't even get us started on his voice. That deep, smooth, rumbling tone that wraps around your ears like velvet. That voice that narrates life's biggest questions and smallest joys with equal care. It's a voice you want to fall asleep to and wake up to. It's masculine, warm, grounding, and when paired with his visuals, lethal. What's most beautiful about RM is that he owns his journey. He's been insecure. He's made mistakes. But every scar, every stumble, every note he's ever written has shaped him into a leader whose visual aura is built on truth. He's not just a man who looks good. He's a man who lives well, who thinks deeply, who carries the weight of 7 dreams and millions of fans and still manages to smile with humble grace. Kim Namjoon is not your typical pretty boy. He's not trying to be flashy. But that's exactly why he's so unforgettable. He is the thinking woman's ultimate bias. A full package icon, a poet, a protector, a masterpiece in motion. And that is the kind of handsome the world never forgets. Number 2. The eternal makkne, Jungkook. When the camera turns to Jungkook, time seems to stop. There's no other way to explain it. The air tightens, hearts skip, and for a second, maybe longer, the world holds its breath. Because when the youngest member of BTS locks eyes with the lens, it's not just a look, it's an event. Jungkook's handsomeness is the kind that turns first-time viewers into lifelong stans. The kind that makes fans scream in disbelief. The kind that hurts in the best possible way. Let's talk visuals. Jungkook's face is like a living anime character, but real, tangible, and devastatingly flawless. Those wide, deer-like eyes that shimmer with emotion? Check. That button nose perfectly centered like a sculpture? Check. That impossibly sharp jawline that could slice through a diamond? Double check. His features are bold and soft all at once, giving him this youthful innocence layered with magnetic masculinity. It's no wonder he's consistently ranked on world's most handsome lists, and is the face that fashion brands dream about having. And his body? Jungkook didn't come to play. He came to dominate. The man is built. From the toned arms that peek out during rehearsal clips to the sculpted abs that made headlines during the fake love era, his physique is the perfect blend of strength and elegance. He trains like an athlete, moves like a dancer, and carries himself like a global superstar. But it's more than just fitness, it's the way he uses his body that hypnotizes people. Every movement, every turn, every posture is deliberate, fluid, and ridiculously attractive. Then comes the performance aspect, and here's where Jungkook goes from handsome to legendary. When he sings, his voice is a full sensory experience, rich, stable, emotional. He doesn't just hit notes. He makes them live. And when you combine that voice with those visuals, it's like watching a god descend onto the stage. There's a reason they call him the golden makkne. He's not just good at everything, he excels at everything while looking like that. And don't even get us started on the hairstyles. From long wavy locks that broke the internet during Butter, to sleek ponytails, messy buns, undercuts, and even bold eyebrow piercings, Jungkook's face somehow manages to pull off every look known to mankind. He reinvents himself with every comeback, and each version is hotter than the last. Seriously, there's a reason ARMY jokes that he's their face card that never declines. But it's not just about fashion or performance. Jungkook's appeal goes even deeper. He has this pure aura, a sincerity that radiates through his gaze. When he laughs, it's unfiltered joy. When he cries, it's heartbreakingly real. And when he looks into the camera and says, "I'll work harder for ARMY," fans know he means it. That emotional transparency, that burning drive to be better, that endless gratitude, it all shows in his face, and it amplifies his beauty tenfold. And let's not ignore the tattoos, the full arm sleeve that began with delicate symbols and grew into a bold statement of identity. Every inking tells a story, and somehow they only make him more visually arresting. He's no longer just the wide-eyed makkne of 2013. He's a grown man, with scars, confidence, fire, and it shows in every frame he's in. Whether he's singing solo at a sold-out stadium, boxing shirtless in a gym vlog, or quietly sitting backstage with sweat still dripping down his neck, Jungkook doesn't just exist, he unleashes. His face doesn't fade after the screen goes black. It haunts you, inspires you, consumes you. He's a walking contradiction, a man-child, a warrior, a bunny, a rock star, a sweetheart, and all of that, wrapped in a face that looks like it was handcrafted by destiny itself. Jungkook isn't just a pretty boy, he's the visual storm no one survives, and yet, we all gladly walk into it. Number 1. The timeless king, Jin. And here it is, the final name, the face that even mirrors are jealous of, the one that South Korea calls worldwide handsome and the world. They just call him unforgettable. Kim Seokjin, or simply Jin, isn't just the most handsome member of BTS, he might just be the most handsome man on earth, period. Let's just say it outright, Jin's face is a living masterpiece. It's not an exaggeration, it's not a fan-dubbed overstatement. His features have been scientifically analyzed and yes, they align with the golden ratio of facial perfection. His face is mathematically stunning, but numbers aside, all it takes is one look, one slow-motion fan cam, one high-definition GIF, and your jaw will be on the floor. Start with the eyes, they're large, round, and always sparkling like a romantic K-drama lead who just saw the love of his life. Then there's that straight nose, elegant, symmetrical, and regal. His lips, naturally heart-shaped, with a pout that launched 1,000 memes and fan arts. And the jawline? Don't even try to fight it. It's one of the sharpest in K-pop history, and possibly in the entire male celebrity universe. From every angle, and we mean every, Jin's face remains flawless. Front, side, candid, zoomed in, under bad lighting he always delivers. But what makes Jin's handsomeness so dangerously effective is how natural it is. There's no try-hard attitude, no over-the-top poses. He can literally be eating noodles in a hoodie and still look like the finale scene of a high-budget drama. He's the kind of guy whose casual photos go viral for looking like a CF shoot. Fans have joked, but not really, that he's the visual endgame, the final boss of beauty. And on stage, Jin transforms. While known for his comedic charm off stage, once he steps under the lights, he turns majestic. He doesn't dance like the others, his movements are more deliberate, but that's what makes them captivating. He performs with grace, with presence, with elegance. During emotional ballads like Epiphany, he owns the stage with just his voice and a few steps. That's all he needs. Because when Jin sings with his full heart, his visuals do the rest, and it devastates the audience. Let's not forget the fashion evolution. Jin has grown into a style icon without chasing trends. He knows what suits him. From classic tuxedos to comfy streetwear, he brings a prince-like sophistication to every look. And when he goes full glam, think all-black silk, a slight shimmer, hair pushed back, it's over. The fans lose their minds. He's red carpet ready even when walking out of an airport. The definition of naturally born royalty. But perhaps the most dangerous weapon in Jin's arsenal, his personality. He's not cold, he's not distant. He's goofy, loud, kind, nurturing, and ridiculously charming. He tells dad jokes. He makes fun of himself. He feeds the members. He sings his heart out. He once tripped on stage and turned it into a pose. That combination of divine looks and humble humor is lethal. It makes him human. It makes him irresistible. Even other idols and celebrities often name-drop Jin when asked about the most handsome face they've ever seen. From stylists to makeup artists to international fans to local news anchors, everyone who's ever seen Jin in person says the same thing. Photos don't do him justice. And if you've ever seen an unedited fan video of Jin smiling under natural sunlight, you know they're telling the truth. Jin isn't just a pretty face. He's the face that changed the definition of what handsome means. He's the elegance of old Korean royalty, mixed with the warmth of a childhood crush. He's every romantic lead you've ever imagined rolled into one man who sings with his soul and lives with humility. So here we are, at the end of this legendary countdown, and standing at number 1 is not just the visual king of BTS, but a global icon of timeless beauty. With one smile, Jin can melt stadiums. With one glance, he can silence crowds. He's not trying to be your bias, he becomes it. And honestly, there will never be another like him. Because Kim Seokjin isn't just handsome, he's worldwide handsome, and that, my friend, is a title no one else will ever wear so perfectly.